the floor out to the left of the auxiliary scoreboard on either side. In left field anyway, photographers on the right side, print and radio people and media people from all over have come to this place, the cynosure of all sports eyes on this Monday. A Monday afternoon game that people will remember for a long, long time. We talked to Jack Brohammer before the game. He said, I've never been in anything like this before. He said, like yesterday when he caught the foul ball, he was so hyped he thought he could leap 8 feet up. He said, but when I'm playing with Cleveland and Chicago, it's all over. You know, we're just trying to want to get home. But he said, this is something special. Well, he took that last ball under his arm and stuck out his hand like he was facing a wide sweep. And look, right, looks like Ricky Bell.
And thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Fenway Park in Boston. Again, we thank the footage for the 1978 AL playoff game between the Yankees and Red Sox, the Red Sox feed. So if you happen to be hearing that, I kind of try to play those in between the Red Sox and Yankee games, kind of give two different looks of that game being played on that fateful October afternoon, 1978. Unfortunately, with no wild card, one team did win and one team unfortunately had to lose. Here we're going to have, again, the 1978 Boston Red Sox New York Yankee hybrid replay. This time it's the Red Sox taking on the Indians in Game 4 from Municipal Stadium in Cleveland. The Red Sox are going for the sweep. They have played the first 3 games off camera, I believe. They have won the first 3. I'll give you some statistics if you want to hear them so far. I got the team's stats for the first 3 games, so you kind of get a 3-stat average of how the series is broke down. So let's just kind of do that real quick. In the first game of the series, I'll just give you scores. Red Sox pounded the Indians in Game 1, 11-3. Eckersley went all the way. Torrez went all the way. 9 innings. You give it 9 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs. That is weird. He started Game 1 of the series, and he's pitching again today. So we're going to probably have to make a change there. So we're going to make a change there when we get started. So we may have to reset this. So Boston in Game 2. So right now that makes absolutely no sense why this game did that. In Game 2, Boston won 8-5. Dennis Eckersley went 7 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned. I made a mistake of taking him out. Campbell came in, got rattled around. Drago did look much better. Cleveland started making a comeback. Bergmeyer got the late inning save. So that was almost a mistake on my part. Boston led, I believe, 8-2 when I took him out. And then Cleveland scored 2 in the 8th and 1 in the 9th. Had the tying runners on, and Bergmeyer got a save. Sometimes the Red Sox team, their bullpen's really good, and sometimes they are scary. Their cards aren't as good, and they're going to show that way, I believe, in the future. But they've been winning so far, and Yankees been winning too. And so far, it's been a very compelling replay with the Yankees and Red Sox, both using their 78 cards, taking on 1988s. Bill Lee in the third game got the win. He went 9 innings, 3 hits, 1 strikeout, and his ERA got dropped to 2.42. And this Red Sox team over this weekend have won 3 straight. Their ERA is like 1.4, and they've hit 340 as a team. So, and they're not hitting a lot of home runs. They're getting a lot of hits, a lot of key hits. Again, on all these games, I am rolling a dice roller on the outside and entering information in. That's what I'll be doing for this one. The Indians, who they'll be playing, have been ravaged with injuries. Joe Carter's been out for the series. He's still out for another length, and now Mel Hall is going to be out. So 2/3 of their outfield will win this series. So that'll be a big factor again heading into this 4th game of the series. Let's reset this real quick, and then I'll come back. And I do apologize. Actually, my screen will still hold up. That'll be good. So let's discard this. You'll see my Stratomatic screen come up. Let's go ahead and do this. New scheduled. Torrez does not need to be starting again. I did not realize, to be honest. I forgot he had pitched Game 1, and so he does not need to be coming back basically over the weekend and starting again. That's insane. That's insane replay for him. let's see. So let's go with probably. So you know what? We're going to look here at the Red Sox. Red Sox team. You're going to see some maneuvering I'm doing on my end. Any questions, concerns, you can write your comments in, and I can do a video on what I'm doing as I'm going inside their computer manager and checking out their rotation that's been set up and seeing who's coming up or who's going to be in the future here. So let's see. Against Cleveland, it was Torrez, Eckersley, Lee, Torrez. So with Ripley starting, he'll be followed by Tiant, Eckersley, Lee, Torrez, and Tiant. So we're probably going to go with Jim Wright. Jim Wright looks like he's not going to be starting. Ripley gets the next start. So let's go ahead and change. Let's go ahead and change that around a little bit and get this game going. Sorry about the little bit of delay in broadcast. Again, I did not notice it. So Jim Wright will be on the mound. He is no record. He's gone. He's pitched 1 inning, 4 hits, 3 strikeouts. He's given up a home run, so he has not made a start yet this year. Not been part of this rotation either. So that'll be compelling to see. Again, this Red Sox team is also without Dwight Evans. They lost him for a period of about 2 weeks, so he'll be returning. Again, I'm not a fan of this stadium either. Again, I'm changing the stadiums as I'm going on and playing. So we want Stadium 344, and you'll see a major difference, in my opinion, on the stadiums. Here we go. All right, we're all set. So the Indians defensively, Clark in left, Snyder in center, and Tabler in right. That's a huge difference in having Carter and Hall out there. Jacoby, Bell, Franco, and Upshaw. Allenson behind the plate. On the mound, former Cleveland skipper, John Farrell. He's 1-1, 6.43 ERA, 1 hit per inning, 14 hits, 14 innings, 5 walks, 3 strikeouts, and 2 home runs. The Red Sox lineup, and I'll give you their splits versus Cleveland as they're playing. Remy leads off, followed by Burleson. Rice is your DH. Yastrzemski in left, Fisk in center, Fisk behind the plate, Lynn in center, Scott at first, Hobson at third, and Gary Hancock gets the start in right with the Evans injury. Let's get baseball started as the Red Sox go for the sweep here at Municipal Stadium in Cleveland. Again, I'll be rolling the dice outside the camera, call this almost like a radio replay, and you will see the dice on the screen as they're kind of rolled. So here we go. First pitch, Remy steps up, and we're ready for baseball. Remy so far on the series is 8 of 17, 5 runs scored, 3 RBIs, 2 doubles, and a triple. He had 5 hits in 1 of the 3 games so far. Allenson sets the target. The righty Farrell looks in. Here's the first pitch, and that's going to be a 4 on an 8, and John Farrell gives up a base hit to Remy, who continues to hit the ball hard. So Farrell's a -2, -1, so it'll be a -5 for Remy. A 1-12 if he can secure the lead. Here is Rick Burleson. Burleson on the series is 9 of 16, 5 runs scored, 2 RBIs, and 2 doubles. And here we go. It's John Farrell again, looks in, gets a sign from Allenson. Here's the first pitch to Burleson. 6-9, a single right field. That's why the Red Sox are hitting 340 as a team in this series. Remy will go to second. He is automatically taking third on a 1-19. He does, and it's first and third Sox here in the first. So now here is Jim Rice. Rice has been honestly struggling. He's 5 of 11, 3 runs scored, has 6 RBIs, 2 doubles, a triple, and a homer. So far, Red Sox only hit 2 home runs this series. On the year, Rice is hitting 302, 3 doubles, a triple, 2 homers, 9 RBIs. Has not found the big bat so far, but this might be the game. Allenson sets the target. Farrell from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And that's a 3-8, and he struck him out on a dead roll in the 3 column. He had all that stuff going on in the 3, and he found a strikeout. One away, here is Yastrzemski. 1 on first and third, 1. Yaz is 6 of 15, 3 runs scored, 3 RBIs in this 4-game series. Allenson sets the target. John Farrell needs a double play to get out of this one. Here's the pitch. 5-8, and I'll pop the first. That will do it. Upshaw comes in, makes the catch, and that's 2 outs. So the Red Sox now looking to get something out of this one. And now here's Pudge, Carlton Fisk. Fisk steps up. Fisk so far is 6 of 12, 2 runs scored, an RBI, and a double. He's one of the hotter hitters in baseball. He's hitting .350, 4 doubles, a homer, and 7 ribs. Sox step in, 2 on, 2 out. Allenson puts down the target and puts down the signs. Farrell looking in from the stretch. Here's the pitch, and it's going to be a 6-8 single 1-13. I don't think so. Oh, Jay Bell just made a fantastic play, and that will save a run for the Indians. What a play by Jay Bell. The 20 says it's a 16, and that's the ball. That's the first inning. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the first. Let's hang in there. It's no score here at Municipal. So Cleveland steps up. Here is Franco, who'll be followed by Upshaw and Kittle. Red Sox defensively is different now. Yastrzemski, Lynn, and then Hancock. He's a 2. Hobson, Burleson, Remy, and Scott. Fisk behind the plate, and Jim Wright gets his first start of the season. Again, he'll be in there before Tiant jumps in, and then this Red Sox rotation will be very good the rest of the way. 4 hits over 1 inning so far, 13.50 ERAs. We had 1 bad relief inning. Let's see if Wright can give the Red Sox maybe 5 or 6 innings and hand it over to the bullpen. Franco, one of the league's leading top hitters so far, 396, 2 doubles, 3 ribbies. Jim Wright looks in. Here's the sign, and that's going to be a 2-10 single 1-12. It just gets through for a 12. So Franco, who's been on in this series a lot, gets another base hit, and now he'll have a chance to run. +1 for Fisk, +1 for Wright, -2 to hold, so it'll be a -3, a 65% chance. Let's see if Franco tries to steal, and he tried to get the lead, but he couldn't. Actually, Upshaw went for the bunt, and he missed. Let's see if they run Franco now. Are they still gonna have Upshaw lay down a bunt? And nope, they're gonna swing away. Fisk sets the target right from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 3-3, and that's a drive to deep right field. That's gonna be off the top of the wall. That could score Franco from first. Let's see. And that's an 11, so that is a double. And no, they hold Franco at third. Second and third, no outs. And the Indians got something going. And here's Ron Kittle hitting 194, 2 homers, 7 RBIs. Nothing on the Havoc. Second and third, no outs. Fisk sets the target right from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 1-5 is a hit by pitch, and the bases are loaded. So Jim Wright now struggling in the first inning. Bases loaded, nobody out. Here come the Sox. Here come the Indians trying to get something going here. Now here's Corey Smiter, one of the only Indians seem like available. He's been hurt partial this year. He's hitting 167, 3 homers, 8 RBIs. Nothing on the Havoc. Red Sox will play the infield back, giving Franco a chance to score. Fisk sets right from the stretch. Here's the first pitch. 4-6 is a strikeout for Wright. So it gets Corey Smiter to swing away. And now there's 1 out. Now a double play can get him out of this. And here's Dave Clark. He's been seeing extensive time with injuries. 24 at bats, hitting .333. Pretty good card against right-handed pitching. Fisk sets the target. Wright looking from the stretch. Bases loaded. Tribe 1 out here in the first. And the pitch. 6-6 and struck him out. Second strikeout in a row for Jim Wright. And now there's 2 outs. And now here's Andy Allenson. He's hitting .244. Home run, 3 RBIs. Can Jim Wright wiggle and Houdini himself out of the first inning? Here it is, right from the stretch. Fisk puts down the sign. Here's the pitch from Jim Wright. 3-8 is a single 1-8. This one gets through. That's a difference in the last inning. Allen gets the base hit. 40% chance of a hit. Rolls the 3, and Franco will score. Upshaw will stop at first. So Cleveland takes a 1-0 lead. Third hit of the first inning. And here's Brooke Jacoby hitting .298, 3 homers, 4 RBIs. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Fisk sets in right from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 1-11. That's a solid double to left field. That will knock in two. Upshaw will score. Kittle will score. Allenson stops at third, and it's 3-0 Cleveland. So Cleveland jumps on Jim Wright here in the first. And now here's Pat Tabler. Only 2 at bats so far. Kind of forced into action with injuries to Hall and Carter. Playing right field today. Fisk sets the target right from the stretch. Second and third, 2 outs. The pitch to Tabler. 6-4 is a ballpark home run chance. I believe that's a 1-10. That's a 9, but it's a single and 2 stars because Tabler is not. And luckily, that's a base hit. Allenson scores. Jacoby scores. That will fatigue out Jim Wright here in the first, and it's only a single 1 star. So 4-0 Cleveland. Jacoby holds. And now Jim Wright is on the cusp of being knocked out here in the first inning in Municipal Stadium. So Cleveland, after getting drubbed in the 3 games of this series, have now played the first live game of the broadcast, and they're up by 4. So now here's Jay Bell. They've batted around. Fisk sets the target. Jim Wright from the stretch. He's trying to get out of this once and for all. Here's the pitch to Wright. 5-8, and got him. He strikes the side out, but he gives up 4 runs on 5 hits. We played 1. It's 4-0 Cleveland. For the Red Sox, Lynn, Scott, and Hobson against John Farrell, who has been given a 3-0 lead. The question is, how long can John Farrell go? Because they get into that bullpen. Cleveland is not pitching well. I've not seen in games when I played the Yankees in Cleveland or Boston in Cleveland, Doug Jones yet. That's how awful this Cleveland team has been so far early on. Allenson sets in the target. John Farrell with the windup. Here's the pitch. 1-9 is a walk, and Boston again has the leadoff man on. They're putting men on, just not getting anything in. Here's George the Boomer Scott, 298, a double, a triple, and a home run, and 8 RBIs. As for stats, let's give you those again. Fred Wynn so far in the series is 1 for 4. A win is 4 for 13, a run scored. Scott is 5 for 15, a run scored, and 3 ribbies. Here's Allenson, sets the target. Farrell from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And it's a 2-9. Struck him out. So John Farrell with a big strikeout, 1 away. Lynn will hold. And now here's Butch Hobson, one of the surprise stories on this Red Sox team. 289, a triple, 4 homers, 10 runs batted in so far. When the Red Sox needed a big hit, they've been getting it from Hobson. He is 1 for 10, 3 runs scored, 2 RBIs in the series. Allenson sets the target. Farrell from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 4-6, struck him out. Another strikeout, John Farrell. So Farrell with his second strikeout of the inning. And now here's Gary Hancock. Again, he's in this lineup because of the Evans injury he got in game 1 of this series. Hancock so far is 2 for 6 and a run scored. Overall hitting .333, 9 at bats, 2 ribbies. Left-handed hitting. Hancock a run first and 2 outs. Allenson sets the target. Farrell from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Hobson. 6-5 line drive to second base, right at Franco, and the Sox are retired. No runs, no hits, a walk. 1 left. We go to the bottom of the second. It's 4-0 Cleveland. So bottom of the second here at the big ballpark in Municipal Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Cleveland salvage game number 4 of the series while the Red Sox are going for the sweep. So Franco 1 for 1, run scored. Fisk puts down the target. Jim Wright trying to get out of this first inning of horror. Looks in, gets the sign, the pitch to Franco. 2-6, and that's a base hit for Franco. He led the game off with a hit, and he's on again. So Jim Wright kind of getting peppered here. 6 hits through an inning plus. And now here's Willie Upshaw. Fisk sets in the target. And Franco is trying to run up 4. Fisk sets in the target. Right now working from the stretch, which he's been most of that first inning. Here's the pitch to Upshaw. 2-2, fouls out behind the plate. That Fisk got away the mask and makes the catch for 1 out. Here's Kittle, hit by a pitch his first time up. Fisk Kittle steps in. Fisk puts down the target. Right from the stretch. Runner on first, one out. Here's the pitch. 5-11, nothing on the Havoc. Ground ball back to the mound. That is right. Right is a 4E13. Let's roll and see what happens. Oh, it's a 1. It gets past Jim Wright. There's no error on the 8. He knocks it down. Everyone is safe. So that's the 7th hit of the ball game. Indians now have 2 men on and 1 man out. And here's Corey Smiter. So now Smiter the batter. Smiter 0 for 1, struck out his first, not part of the party plan in the first inning for the Indians. Fisk sets the target right from the stretch. 2 on, 1 out. Jim Wright trying to work his way out of this one. Here's the pitch. 2-4 is a single on a 1-4, I believe I'm reading this. And that is a 12, and that's going to be a line drive right at Burleson. Franco holds. Here's Dave Clark. He struck out his first time up. 2 on, 2 outs. Wright trying to wiggle his way out here the second. Left-handed hitting Clark. Fisk sets in the target right from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 3-3 ground ball to second. That's Remy. Got it. Throws it out. Indians will strand 2. We go to the third. 4-0 Cleveland. 4-0 Cleveland here at the big ballpark on the bays of Lake Erie here, Cleveland's Municipal Stadium. Not many people here, of course. As I'm kind of know, the Indians not drawing power for a team, at least at this ballpark. And now here's Remy, followed by Burleson Rice. 2 hits for Boston first 2 innings. They stranded a bunch in the first inning. So here's Allenson, sets the target. Farrell from the windup. Here's the pitch. 1-5 fly ball right field. That is Tabler. Comes in, makes the catch. What they're hoping is they can X chances out to the outfield, and they with 4s at short and right field, 3s in left and center. This could be Red Sox can take advantage of this if they can find X chances. Allenson sets the target. Farrell with the windup. Here's the pitch to Burleson. 6-10 and draws the walk. So Burleson is on the walk, 1 away. Here's Jim Ed Rice. Rice struck out his first time up. Let's see. They're not going to run Burleson, so nothing on the Havoc. Allenson sets the target. Farrell from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And that's a 2-3. That's a Jim Rice double play ball extraordinaire. That's Jacoby, the Franco to Upshaw, Ron Juckett, double play Jim Rice. We go to the bottom of third. It's 4-0 Cleveland. So now here's Allenson, followed by Jacoby and Tabler to bat here in the bottom of third. Fisk sets in, puts down the target. Right with the windup, and here's the pitch. 1-6, struck him out. So a big strikeout for Allenson, and that's 1 away. So Jim Wright trying to maybe refocus himself here. And now here is Brooke Jacoby. Jacoby doubled in 2 his last time up. Fisk sets in the target. Jim Wright with a big windup and delivers. 3-11 single 1-10. That's the 16. Ballpark singles are on a 1-10 here. 3-11's a ballpark single chance, but a 16 on the 20 denies that opportunity as Burleson makes the play. 2 outs, and here is Pat Tabler, RBI singles first time up. Welcome to the lineup, Pat. Fisk sets the target. Jim Wright with the big wind up and delivers. 1-7. That's a base hit for Tabler. Boy, he has a quick bat. Welcome to the Indians, Tabler. That's an 8. That'll be a long single for Tabler. He has 2 hits in the ball game. So now here is Bell the shortstop. You would think with Tabler's bat, they'd find room for him with both Carter and Hall on the DL. Tabler's probably going to see some significant time. Fisk sets the target now right from the stretch. 1 on, 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Bell, 2-4. And that's a ground ball to shortstop. That's Burleson. Flips it to Remy. And the Indians are done in the third. Let's go to the fourth. 4-0 Cleveland. So 4-0 Cleveland. Boston trying to wake up from the deck here. It's going to be Yastrzemski, Fisk, and Lynn. So so far popped up his first time. He was involved, bases loaded, nobody out in the first inning, and Farrell wiggled out. Then Cleveland came back on 4 of their own. Allenson sets the target. Farrell with the windup to Yaz, 3 8 and walk. So yeah, as a leadoff walk, he's on. Won't be probably. Let's see if they'll hold him. They will hold him on. So here is Fisk. Fisk is 0 for 1. Allenson sets in. John Farrell now again has to work from the stretch. Allenson sets the target. Here's the pitch from Farrell. 6 for the ballpark single 1 to 10. That's a 5. Base for Fisk. So single 1 to 10, a 5. That's a base hit. Yaz will go 90 feet, and the Sox are set up. 2 on and nobody out. Here's Fred Lynn. Walked his first time up. Again, Boston setting stuff up. Let's see if they can knock him down here. Allenson sets in. Farrell from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Lynn. 6-8. Single 1 to 9. That's a 10. Oh, Nelly. What a play by Franco as he stepped in front of the liner. 1 away. And now here's George Boomer Scott. 0 for 1. Struck out his first time up. Allenson sets in, puts down the target, gives a sign. Nothing on the havoc. Farrell from the stretch to the waist. Here's the pitch to Scott. 1, a double play ball. That's what they did not want. Bell's got it. Flips it to Franco to Upshaw. Gets 2 for the price of 1. Sox end the 4th with another double play. We go to the bottom of the 4th. 4-0 Cleveland. So now here's Franco, followed by Upshaw and Kittle. The bat for the Indians here in the 4th. Take a little second here. Franco 2 for 2 with a run scored. Again, looking in is right. Gets a sign from Fisk. Nothing already on the havoc. Here's the pitch to Franco. 5-8 and struck him out. So Jim Wright gets the job done. Gave up the 4 in the first inning and seems like he's trying to settle in. Upshaw 1 for 2, a double. Fisk sets the target right with the big wind up and delivers. 6-9 is a double. 1 to 9. That's a 15. So that is a long single for Willie Upshaw, the former Blue Jay. Double 1 to 9, 45% chance. 15 is rolled. 1 on, 1 out. Here's Ron Kittle. Get right from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 112, fly ball deep center field. Back goes Lynn. He's at the track, makes the catch, and Upshaw will tag. Lynn throws in, not in time, and Indians have a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Fly ball A, runner advances. So now here is young Corey Smiter hitting 158, 3 homers, 8 RBIs. Smiter is not clutch. He loses a couple clutches in that one column. Nothing on the havoc. Fisk sets the target. Right looking in from the stretch to his belt. Here's the pitch. 2-5 ground ball to third. Good play from Hobson. He's got it. Makes a good throw to Scott and ends the inning. We played 4 here in Cleveland. It's 4-0 Indians. So top of the 5th here at Municipal Stadium. Red Sox look to sweep while the Indians try to get to salvage one of these games. And sometimes I try to put the baseball cards in the game if I can. Big Clue. Hey, Clue, thank you for coming in, of course. Welcome aboard. And, of course, if you have not heard, I'll go ahead and read my opening here. This is game 4 of this series. I played the first 3 offline. Red Sox have been really dominating. Let me some numbers clue why you're here. I like to, at least make people part of my broadcast. So far, the Red Sox are 47 of 122. They're hitting 385 as a team. They've gotten 8 doubles, 2 triples, and 2 homers, not hitting a lot of power in this series, but they've won 3 in a row. They've been getting outstanding pitching. Torrez had a complete game in the opener. Eckersley went 7 innings. I took him out feeling sorry for the guy. Campbell got hit around. Drago kind of got hit around. Bergmeyer had to save it at the end. I kind of felt bad there. Lee pitched a complete game 3-hitter. I kept him in there. So 2 complete games out of first 3 starts. It's now up to Jim Wright, who had to make an emergency start because Strat PC decided they wanted Mike Torrez to pitch twice in the series. So I had to change that on the fly today. I gave kind of stats opening this game so far of the 3-game series, so you kind of know what's going on. been trying to roll them offline while watching Yankees and all that. So I try to do that, play the Boston games, Yankee games. Yankees are in the middle of a series against Minnesota. They, I believe, just defeated Minnesota the first game of the series, but now they get July 11, and then we'll get Viola coming up. So that's not going to be fun for them coming up in the season. So here we go. Let's continue the fun. It's now going to be top of the fifth, Boston due up. John Farrell, the former Red Sox manager, kind of keeping things in check. He's given up only 3 hits so far. So now Farrell looks in, gets the sign for Hobson. Hobson is struck out his first time up. And here's the pitch. 2, 8, and fly ball to left field. Not deep. Dave Clark will be there, makes the catch. 1 out in the fifth. And now here is Gary Hancock, 0 for 1. Again, he's in here because of the Dwight Evans injury. He's on a full 15-day DL, I believe it is. So Hancock's going to see a lot of time. Bob Bailey's going to play against lefties. And that would mean Jim Rice playing in right field instead of DHing. That's kind of what I'm looking at. Allenson sets the target. Farrell with the windup. Here's the pitch. 3-7, ground ball second. That's Franco. Easy play to first, and that's 2 outs. Here is Jerry Remy, 1 for 2 in the ball game. Again, not with us earlier. Shame on you. The stats for Remy have been almost incredible. He's 8 of 17, 5 runs scored, 3 RBIs. That's a season for some guys in the series alone. Remy is 1 for 2 in this one, so he has 9 hits over these first 4 games. Farrell looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Remy. That's a 1-5, fly ball right field. Again, that's Tabler. Comes in, makes the catch, and Farrell gets a 1-2-3 inning. We go to the bottom of the fifth. It's still 4-0 Cleveland. So now it's going to be Clark, followed by Allenson and Jacoby for the Indians here in the fifth. Jim Wright probably in around his expiration here. Let's look at his numbers and see what he can do. He can go into the 7th. So that's pretty good. He can 116 innings. So let's see if I can stretch him out a little bit. Fisk sets the target. Jim Wright with the windup. Here's the pitch to Clark. 2-6 and draws the walk. So Clark is on leadoff walk. Wright getting himself in trouble early. Here's Allenson, 1 for 2 with the ribby. Fisk sets a target. Wright working from the stretch now. Works to the hip. Clark he'll take a brief leadoff. Here's the pitch. 4-7, and that's a single on a 1-5. That's a 12. Line drive to Burleson on play, 1 away. So Burleson stepped right in front of that one for the first out. Here's Brooke Jacoby, 1 for 2 with a double. So Jacoby the batter. Fisk sets in the target. Wright working from the stretch. Runner on first, 1 out. Jacoby has doubled in 2 in the first and lined out. Right from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Jacoby. 6-7, ground ball second. Let's see if Boston can turn 2. They've hit into 2 double plays today. Remy's a 2-16. Let's see if he can turn 1. It's an 8. No, it's going to be a fielder's choice on a tough slide. So Jacoby beats the relay play. There's now 2 outs, and then they gave an extra out to Pat Tabler. Again, he's seen time today because of the Carter and Mel Hall, both on the DL for this Indian team. They've been kind of decimated early with injuries. Fisk sets the target right from the stretch, gets the sign from Fisk. Jacoby to take a good lead off. Let's see what happens. Here's the pitch to Tabler. 1-11, ground ball down to third. That's Hobson. He gets it. Strong throw to Scott. Ends the 5th inning. No runs, 1 hit, and nobody left. Actually, no runs, a walk, and 1 man left. We played 5. It's 4-0 Cleveland. So we go to the 5th. Yeah, he was, and the Yankee team is not hitting. I'm having so many. They're my favorite team. I'm having so many problems with that 78 Yankee team. Trying to get them motivated to hit and play. It's like playing the real life team here, and they've been winning, but they've been struggling. How to bring in Gossage almost to get a 3 inning save in the first game against Minnesota. Lyle actually had to come in and get the last out. 4-0 Cleveland, top of the 6th. Allenson sets in the target. Farrell looking in. Here's the pitch to Burleson, who's 1 for 1 with a walk. 6-6, fly ball center field. get Burleson off the bases. Smiter comes in with the catch. That's a big part of this game, too. Cleveland has all these fours out there that can make mistakes and give Red Sox extra outs, but they've not hit any X's on John Farrell so far. So, and I'm thinking this might be the last inning for Farrell. He may get in the 7th. So here's Rice, 0 for 2, struck out in a double play. Allenson sets the target. Farrell with the windup. Here's the pitch. 2-12, deep drive ball to center field. That could be trouble. Snyder's at the track and hauls it in. Fly ball A. He hit a bullet, but he hit it about 400 feet to center field, and Snyder, not used to playing center field, makes a nice catch. So 2 outs here in the 6th. Here's Yastrzemski. And now Allenson now puts down the sign. John Farrell working solidly. 5 2/3. He left the bases. Boston left the bases loaded in the first inning, and he's pitched real well since. Allenson sets the target. Farrell with the windup. Here's the pitch to Yaz. 5-10 struck. Yaz out. He couldn't believe it. 3 down go to Sox. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It is 4-0 Cleveland. So Jay Bell will come up. He'll be followed by Franco and Upshaw. The bat freeze here in the 6th. So again, solid game, solid performance. Let's see if the Indians can survive this one here. And Jim Wright on the mound. He'll stay in the pitch the 6th inning. Bell so far 0 for 2, hitting 0-34. I think that makes him 1 for 29. Tough start for the young kid. That eventually becomes a good ball player with the Pirates. Fisk sets a target, and he goes to the Diamondbacks and has a good couple of years. Wright looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch. 1-9, ground ball shortstop. That's another out for Bell. Burleson's got it, throws him out, 1 away. And they're going to run Jay Bell out on a rail if he keeps playing the way he is. 1 out in the 6th. Here's Franco, 2 for 3 with the run scored. Single in the 1st, single in the 2nd. Fisk sets in the target. Wright looks in. Here's the windup for Wright. 3-7 and struck Franco out. Free swinger he is, and Wright gets one by him for the 2nd out here in the 6th. Here's Upshaw. He's 2 for 3. Doubled in the 1st, singled in the 4th. Upshaw's average up to 308, and one of the benefiting good hitters on this Cleveland team so far. Fisk sets in the target. Jim Wright looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Upshaw. 5-8 and strikes out. What a strikeout there. Jim Wright pitches a solid 6 innings. Let's go to the 7th. 4-0 Cleveland. And John Farrell does come out to pitch the 7th. So I'm assuming this will probably be his last inning. Now let's see who Cleveland. I have not seen Doug Jones in any of the Yankee Cleveland or Boston Cleveland games yet. He has pitched rarely. We'll see if he comes in and pitches. Allenson sets in a target. John Farrell looks in. Here's the pitch to Fisk on a 2-11 ground ball back to the mound. Good play there by Farrell. Gets it and throws out Upshaw, 1 away. Here's Lynn. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Allenson sets the target. Farrell looks in. Here's the windup to Freddie Lynn. 5-9 is a fly ball left field. Not deep enough. Left fielder is Clark. Makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. And now here's George Scott, 2 outs in the 7th. And looks like John Farrell's going to give Boston 7 solid innings. Allenson sets in the target, puts down the sign. Farrell nods. Here's the big windup and deals. 6-7 ground ball, second base. That is going to be Franco. He's a 3-15. Let's see if they give him an extra out. It's going to be a 7. He fields it good on a 6, gets him. And that is it. As they give John Farrell a pat on the back, and looks like that will be all for Farrell. He goes 7 strong innings and gives 3 hits to the Red Sox. So they're going to probably give it the rest of the bullpen here. So now Jim Wright coming in for his 7th inning of work. Again, he's only had that 1 bad inning, and that's been it. But right now, Boston's unable to get any offense going. Fisk sets in the target. Jim Wright's in. Kittle has been hit by a pitch, singled, and flied out. That would make him 1 for 2 in your scorebook. Fisk sets the target. Wright with the big windup and deals the Kittle. 1-12, fly ball deep center field. Lynn is there at the track, makes the catch. Another fly ball A, 1 away. So now here is Corey Smiter. He's 0 for 3. Smiter has struck out, lined out, ground out. Fisk sets in, puts down the target. right with the windup, and here's the pitch. 1-9 is a ground ball hit to short. Burleson's there, makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. And now here's Dave Clark. Jim Wright is motoring here. He looks like he might get the Red Sox to 7 innings here. Clark, so far in the ball game, has struck out, ground out, and walked. That's 0 for 2 in your scorebooks. Fisk sets the target. Jim Wright looks in, and here's the windup to him. 6-5 ground ball to short. That is Burleson. He steps in front. This should be an easy play. He's a 1, so cannot give up the base hit. That is a 10. He gets in front, throws him out on an 8, and 3 up, down. Good, the Indians. Let's go to the 8th. Let's see who's coming in. It'll be Jeff Dedman for the Indians. Dedman's been the first pitcher in for the Indians for most of this year. Let's see if the Red Sox can rattle him here. 0-2, 11.74 ERA, 11 hits, 8 innings. Almost want to put Doug Jones in and pitch 2 innings for the Tribe. I'm going to take a look at this Indian team. Sometimes you got to make an executive decision on some of these teams. They make the right choices. Doug Jones on the year is 1 save, 2.25 ERA. He's only pitched 4 innings, given up 6 hits, walk, and 6 strikeouts so far. Again, limited time because of the Indians not winning yet. And again, not much of a bullpen. I mean, Brad Havens can come in and get some lefties out. So can Don Gordon. He's a reverse split guy. But Doug Jones is the guy to be in this. So Hobson will be up, followed by Hancock and Remy. Let's see what they do here. Hobson so far in the game, 0 for 2. Almost, I mean, talk about pitching to the minimum. They have not yet got to the 27th man yet. So what a performance for John Farrell. Allenson sets in the target. Dedman looks in. Here's the pitch to Hobson. 4-10, 5-ball center field. That's a good catch by Smiter, and 1 away. And here's Gary Hancock. Let's see if they go to another lefty here. And nothing on the Havoc, so Dedman will pitch to Hancock. Allenson sets the target. Dedman with the windup. Here's the pitch. That's a 4-5, 5-ball left field. Boston can't get a break today. Left fielder is Clark, makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. And now we go to the top of the order. Boston has now had the minimum of 27 batters going into 2 outs in the 8th inning. That's how effective John Farrell was for the Tribe. Allenson sets in the target. Dedman looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Remy. 3-6, ground ball to short. That's a good inning for Dedman. Hall, Bell's got it, throws him out. We go to the bottom. Oh, Remy is on. Holy cow, what was that? That was a ball 4. Let's make sure I rolled 1-6. Sorry. That's an out. Let me replay that. Sorry. 3-6. So 3-6 for Remy. And that will be. So now we go to the bottom of the 8th. 4-0 Cleveland. Allenson followed by Jacoby and Tabler. And Jim Wright will pitch a complete game. So they're not going to go to their bullpen and make things worse. He'll stay in there since they don't get up in the next inning. Wide low reliever. So Wright will stay in there. Fisk sets the target. Wright with the windup. Here's the pitch to Allenson. 3-4. Single 1-10. That's a 5. Base hit. So base hit for Allenson. He's 2 for 4. And now Cleveland has a leadoff man here in the 8th. They cannot let Cleveland get any more runs here. Here's Jacoby, 1 for 3, doubled in 2 runs back in the 1st. Fisk sets in the target right from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 3-5, and a walk. Oh, they may have to come get him. Zimmer's on the top step. Let's see if he gets him now. Tabler is up. And let's see what the Red Sox will do here. And not let getting any worse than it is right now. Drago has looked good. He's brought his numbers down. He's been their more effective guy. Bob Stanley will now come in. So they got relievers who they can trust and ones who just have to run and hide. So Stanley on the year, no record, 7.20 ERA, 7 hits in 5 innings. Stanley will see if he can get a sinker and get 2 outs for Tabler. Tabler's 2 for 3, run batted in so far. Fisk sets the target. Stanley from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And that's a 1-4, single 1-10. No, that's a 15. So Burleson was right there. That is Rick on the spot, 1 away. Here's Jay Bell. This is probably where you almost hit Frank Kona for him. He's 0 for 3, hitting 033, 30 at bats. I'm guessing one hit. So Fisk sets the target, nothing on the Havoc. Bell will bat for himself. Fisk sets in. Stanley from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 2-8, single 1-4. No, that's a 17. So Bell will hit a soft liner. The Burleson for the second out. So another at bat for him. He's now 1 for 31. So with 2 outs here in the 8th, here's Franco. He's 2 for 4. Run scored, not clutch, loses 2 hits in the middle of his 2 column. So that will deter him a bit in getting a big hit here. Stanley's going to try to put away Cleveland here, giving the Red Sox a chance in the 9th. Fisk sets in the target. Stanley from the stretch. Here's the pitch. That's a 5-6 fly ball hit in the right field. Hancock is there, makes the catch. Good inning from Stanley. We head to the 9th. New pitcher, yes, it's Doug Jones for the first time, and he has a pretty nasty-looking card. Holy smokes. He'll be tough. No record, 1 save, 2.25 ERA, non-save situation. 4 innings, 6 hits, 1 walk, and 6 strikeouts. So he head to the 9th. The Red Sox only have 3 hits. Red Sox looking to get a miracle here in the 9th. Can they get a big hit to win here? Top of the 9th, and here we go. Burleson, Rice, Yastrzemski against Doug Jones. So Doug Jones looks in, gets the sign from Allenson. Burleson 1 for 2 in the ball game, been on twice, a single and a walk. Here's the pitch. 2-5, single 1-3. It's a 19. A soft line drive, but J. Bell went away. So 1 out here in the 9th. Red Sox trying to get something. Here's Rice. He's up with nobody on, though. He's 0 for 3 so far. Rice against Doug Jones. You can tell he's going to get that real nasty-looking changeup. There's no home runs on Doug Jones' card. You're going to have to hit one on your own. Allenson sets in the target. Doug Jones with the windup. Here's the pitch to Rice. And he did. 1-5. Righty, deep drive to left field. Back goes Clark. That's heading to Lake Erie. Gone. Home run. Jim Rice has homered in the 9th, and it's now a 4-1 ball game. So Jim Rice's third home run of the year. He's greeted by Yastrzemski, and the Red Sox crawl closer. It's 4-1. So now here's Yaz. That card for Yaz for Rice is just incredible. So now he has homered in the 9th. They get the Red Sox a little closer, and now Allenson goes out and talks to Jones. Allenson puts down the target, flashes the sign. Jones from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Yastrzemski. 4-6, single 1-14. No, line drive caught by Franco. Single 1-14. 18 will stop him cold. Franco with a nice play. 2 outs in the 9th, and here's Carlton Fisk. He's 1 for 3. He's 1 out away from salvaging game 4 of the series. Allenson sets in the target. Jones with the windup. Here's the pitch to Fisk. 6-2, ground ball to short. J. Bell's a 4. This could be an extra out. 4E24. Here's the throw. Sets is a base hit. It's a base hit. 16 is not an error. So Fisk is on board, infield hit, and keeps the game alive. So now here is Freddie Lynn. 0 for 2 with a walk. He prefers the righties, so he's got good power. Not a good home run hitter's ballpark. So he has one on the 2-4, and rest is going to have to, he has to depend on the low split. Allenson sets the target. Doug Jones, even nastier to lefties, looks in. Fisk taking a lead off. Runner on first, 1 out. Red Sox at least trying to put the tying run on board for Scott. Allenson sets in. Jones from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 5-9-5 ball center field. Smiter comes in, makes the catch, and that will be the ball game as Cleveland has just salvaged game 4. Winning pitcher was John Farrell in a solid 7 innings, 3 hits, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. The Indians improved to 3-10. Edman went a solid inning. Doug Jones went an inning, 2 hits, 1 run, home run by Rice. Losing pitcher, Jim Wright, boy, he deserved better. 7 innings, 10 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. He did well. He got hit hard in that first inning, and he survived. Stanley went 1 solid inning. Doubles by Upshaw and Jacoby. Home run by Rice. He had that in the 9th. RBIs was Rice, Allenson, Jacoby had 2, Tabler had 1. For the Red Sox, they were 5 of 30, 1 run scored in RBI. Fisk was 2 for 4. For the Indians, they went 10 of 34, 4 runs scored RBIs. 3 2-hit guys. Franco 2 for 5 runs scored. Upshaw 2 for 4 runs scored, and Allenson 2 for 4 runs scored. And Tabler was 2 for with a ribby. Well, folks, that does it. The Red Sox dropped to 8-4. They cannot get the 4-game sweep. You know how tough those are regular in baseball anyway. Here are your statistics in case we have not been with you in a while. So far, here's what it looks like. The Tigers are 9-2. They're 1 game ahead of the Yankees, who are 9-4. The Red Sox are 8-4. They're one back. The Brewers are 6-5, 3 back. Toronto 3-7, struggling off the bats. 3-7, 5.5 back. Cleveland 3-9, 6.5 back. And Baltimore, which started, I believe, losing 20 straight, is 2-8. Oakland is 8-3 and first in the West. Kansas City's 8-4. They're a half game back. They took care of the Yankees kind of briefly and really stung them really bad on the series in New York. Danny Tartabull had a series and a half. California 6-5, 2 games back. Chicago 5-5, 2.5. Texas 6-7, 3 games back. Then Seattle and surprisingly defending world champion Twins have lost 10 out of 12. They're 6.5 back. Well, that, folks, is your ball game. Next game on my circuit is the Yankee game versus Minnesota. That will be, I believe. Let's take a look at this. Minnesota, and it's Viola gets the first start. So let's see. It's going to get it is. So it's going to be, let's kind of set things up here. Frank Viola will take on Catfish Hunter. Not looking forward to that one. That could be ugly. Let's see what Boston does. Boston goes and plays the first place Tigers. You might see some of those games, actually. So they go to play. It will be Alan Ripley against Doyle Alexander. And then on Wednesday, the Yankees finish their series with the Twins. It's Blyleven and Guidry. And then the Red Sox, Louis Tiant makes his first start of the year. Takes on Frank Tanana. And that is also a night one. And then the series continues. That might have been a 2-game series with the Red Sox and Tigers because I don't see another one. Cleveland, Milwaukee. Yankees will begin a series that looks like a 4-game series in Kansas City next weekend as Jim Beattie takes on Mark Gubicza. That will start on a Friday night, and then we almost played a full month as April 22nd. Let's see who's where. And it will be the Red Sox they're playing the Milwaukee Brewers at Fenway for a weekend series. So Bosio Eckersley is next Friday, while the Yankees start their series in Kansas City, as will be Figueroa and Bannister on a Friday. And that's what you're looking at so far till next week or so. I play a bunch of these offline, update them, and I'll play a game of interest when people want to see more games, and hopefully they will. Again, it's Viola Hunter and Ripley and Alexander. That starts off the games on Tuesday, April 19th. Thanks, folks. Appreciate it. Big Blue, thank you so much for being here, of course, for the game. I appreciate you coming in. Thank you so much. And now, have a good one. All right. Now, thank you, Clue, for coming in. Appreciate you coming in. Again, this has been a broadcast Spun in Sports Time Machine as we replay the 1978/1988 American League Hybrid Rope replay. And I appreciate it. And have a good day. And again, see you soon.